Hi, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will tell you about hello horror fans and welcome to another episode of Horror Movie Scene, where we analyze the most terrifying scenes from your favorite horror movies. Today, we're going to talk about the upcoming film The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which is based on a single chapter from Bram Stoker's classic novel Dracula. The film tells the story of the merchant ship Demeter, which was chartered to carry private cargo from Carpathia to London. But little did the crew know that they were transporting a very dangerous passenger, the legendary vampire Dracula. The film is directed by Andrea O'Redell, who also directed Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark and The Autopsy of Jane Doe. The cast includes Corey Hawkins as Clemens, a doctor who joins the Demeter, Aisling Franciosi as Anna, an unwitting stowaway, Liam Cunningham as Captain Elliot, the captain of the Demeter, and David Das Malchin as Woodchick, the first mate. The film also features Javier Botet as Dracula, who is known for playing creepy creatures in films like Mama, It, and The Conjuring 2. The film is set to be released on August 11, 2023 by Universal Pictures. It has been described as basically Alien on a ship in 1897 by the director one. It has also been compared to The Thing and The Shining by some critics too. The film has been given an R rating for bloody violence 3. But what makes this film so scary? Well, one of the reasons is the way Dracula slaughters the crew of the Demeter one by one, leaving behind a trail of blood and corpses. In this video, we're going to break down how Dracula does this and what it means for his character and his victims. The first thing we need to understand is that Dracula is not a typical vampire. He is not a romantic or seductive figure, but a ruthless and cunning predator. He does not need an invitation to enter the ship, nor does he fear crosses or garlic. He can shapeshift into various forms, such as a bat, a wolf, a mist, or even a human. He can also control animals and weather, and hypnotize his prey. He is essentially unstoppable. Dracula's main goal is to reach London, where he plans to spread his curse and create more vampires. He does not care about the lives of the crew, nor does he have any sympathy for them. He sees them as nothing but food and obstacles. He kills them not only to feed himself, but also to eliminate any witnesses and potential threats. Dracula's first victim is Toby, a young boy who works on the ship. Toby is curious and adventurous, and he likes to explore the ship and play with his pet rat. One night, he hears a strange noise coming from one of the crates that contain Dracula's coffin. He decides to investigate and opens the crate with a crowbar. He finds a wooden box inside with strange symbols carved on it. He tries to open it too, but before he can do that, he hears a hissing sound behind him. He turns around and sees Dracula in his bat form, hanging from the ceiling. Dracula swoops down on him and bites his neck, killing him instantly. Dracula then drags Toby's body into his coffin and closes it. He leaves behind no trace of blood or struggle, except for the crowbar on the floor. The next day, Toby's disappearance is noticed by the crew, but they assume he fell overboard or ran away. They don't suspect anything supernatural. Dracula's second victim is Joseph, an old sailor who has been on many voyages before. Joseph is superstitious and religious, and he senses that something evil is on board. He warns the captain and the others that they are doomed, but they don't listen to him. They think he is crazy or drunk. One night, Joseph decides to take matters into his own hands. He grabs a lantern and a knife and goes to search for the source of the evil. He finds the crate that contains Dracula's coffin and notices that it has been tampered with. He opens it and sees the wooden box inside. He recognizes it as a coffin for a vampire. He tries to stab it with his knife, but before he can do that, he hears a growling sound behind him. He turns around and sees Dracula in his wolf form, standing on his hind legs. Dracula leaps on him and tears his throat out. Dracula then drags Joseph's body into his coffin and closes it. He leaves behind a trail of blood and fur, but no one notices it until the next morning. The crew finds Joseph's body and the coffin, and they realize that they are dealing with a monster. They panic and try to get rid of the coffin, but it is too heavy to lift. They also notice that the weather has turned stormy and that the ship is surrounded by fog. They suspect that Dracula is controlling the elements and that he is trying to prevent them from reaching land. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and give feedback. God bless.